young learners. What is the purpose? Okay,
I think that if we start in that early stage by teaching them writing, they will have a great reaction later in their teenager or adulthood life by writing. I mean, the earlier, the better.
Well, I have this in mind, which maybe I'm wrong, but I really think that students in general speak the way they write. So that is why we have to emphasize on writing. So if we emphasize on that, we're going to get better interaction and communication.
Yeah, definitely. It's also related to the skills. Thank you. Another idea? Please.
I think it is because as we are teaching a language as it is, as we should teach it as an integrated skill, so we should involve writing, not only speaking or listening, but also writing.
Great, thank you. Right. So I think you three said great ideas. Well, as Richard said, writing is one of the skills that is going to complement, also Claudia said that, right? To complement the other ones, and many times it is going to help us reinforce what we are teaching. If we are teaching vocabulary, later asking students to write is going to help us reinforce that connection between what they listen and what they say with what they write. Also, let's remember that kids learn by doing, by moving, and writing is helping them because they are connecting what they listen, what they see with something they do, right? So it's the other parts of that. Children like writing, but they like writing when what they write is closely related to their interests or habits. If they don't feel like a text, they are going to write meaningful for them, yeah, they are going to feel bored. This is also something that we commonly use when assigning homework, and it is a connection we have between the classroom with the home, which is also necessary because parents should also know, should also feel that they are part of their kids' learning. Right, and it is also another tool to provide ways to express ideas. When we are learning to write, we have like a process because learning to write or to read is not easy. In our first language, it takes long. For example, how old are children when they learn to write or to read? The average? 6. But when they start drawing or scribbling, when they are 2, 3 years old, they start just holding a pencil, they start to also draw to color, so it is part of that. So it's a long process. And when they learn to write in a second language, it's even more challenging for them. Fortunately, when they learn to write in our first language, they also learn to write in the second, right? Or when they learn to read, also the same happens in the second one. So they transfer skills in this case. Okay, so they start by drawing, later scribbling. It is like simply making shapes, lines, something, sometimes meaningful for them. We do not understand that many times. Tracing, writing letters. Later they are going to write words. Sometimes we don't find any meaning in those words. And finally, the last step is to write with a conventional writing and spelling. And through all of this process, they understand what they are learning, right? That something that they do with their hands is something that they are using to convey ideas. So in our program, we start when kids are 3 years old. So our books are designed to help them in these first 2 stages, to draw, to trace, and to scribble. So, for example, in the first book we have, do you remember what is the first book we use? Little pockets, right? And pockets when they are 3, 4. So the activities are mainly based on this. This is not writing, I mean words or sentences, but these activities lead to help them write later. So it is important also for teachers to pay attention simple activities, because in those activities kids learn how to hold a pencil, they learn how to trace lines that later are going to help them to learn writing. In the kinder, when they are 5 years old, they learn to trace and write letters. We don't ask them to do more, but they are getting familiar with what they are going to do later, when they are 5 more or less. So these are the activities we have in the backpack starter. Right? The next step is attempt to write words. We do this in the kids when they are 6, right? So they learn to write words. For example, in these activities, they simply have to copy some words, right? It is just copying. And finally, when they are in the children, young learners, or stage 2, they are able to write conventional writing, so sentences or words. So it is more or less how they evolve during the program. To teach writing, we have 2 main approaches, but they are understood in different ways from the one we have. They are similar to the ones we use in the adult program, but slightly different in some parts. We have the 2 approaches, the product-based approach and the process-based approach. We're going to see this in detail later, but in the product-based approach, we're going to mainly have controlled and guided activities. These activities are mainly to help students understand grammar, spelling, accuracy mainly. So if you're teaching grammar, later you go and ask them to copy your complete sentences. Yeah, those are controlled and guided activities. The other approach is the process-based approach, which is similar to the one we use in the adult program, and those are called free activities. So then is when students can write freely based on their experiences. It could be at a sentence level or paragraph level, depending on the age and also the level they have when they are there. So we have 2 different approaches. Both of them are used, and we do use them in our textbook starting in the kids. So we have the controlled, guided, and free activities. So let's see now which one is. Here we have the definition. Controlled activities are mainly the ones that address students' skill to copy. So you give them the words and they copy. For example, you give them a picture and you give them 3 choices, 3 sentences, and they have to see, oh yeah, she's eating, she's cooking, she's sitting, she's running. Oh yeah, this is the correct, and I copy that. So they simply copy. So this is what we call the controlled activities. The guided. The guided is when you provide something and students have to complete the rest. For example, talking about likes, what you like and you don't like, and you say, you provide the prompts. I love, and students have to complete with their own ideas. I love cats, but they are not copying, but still it is limited, so they simply have some choices to complete. I hate, tomatoes. So it is you give something and students complete the rest. So that's the guide. And in the freeze, when they have to create, could be stories, could be poems, could be paragraphs, compositions, and we're going to see then how, starting with children, they can start with this stage. I'm going to give you a list of activities we usually have in our textbooks, and also some activities that we usually prepare. And please help me. Can we identify what kind of activity each one is? You may work in course if you prefer this. For example, the first one says, building a personal word list from a agenda. So for example, I say, here you have 10 habits. Choose the ones that you have. For example, okay, eating vegetables every day, waking up early, going to school. Okay. Students have to take some of these activities and prepare their own list.
Right.
So they have to choose the words they want. So what kind of activities?
Guided.
Control, guided, perfect.
I think guided.
Yes, just why the alternative you think is right. Don't worry if it is right or wrong. The second one says brainstorming topics on words to include. So it means that, for example, okay, today we are going to write about food. So come to the board and write all the kinds of food you know, and they come and they write. So what is this? Controlled, guided, or free? Remember that control is copying mainly. Guided is limited production coming from the student, and free is open production. Right? Completing words puzzles with clues. So you give the information that they have to come up with a word. Tracy, so you give them the dots and the trace, but since it is it's like a personal diary and just writing what happens every day or every class. Do you provide them with the initial words and those? No, it's not for that. There's not a person. Look at your posters, designing posters, drawing posters. Let's, if necessary, compare or ask difference if it is not clear. My son is good.
I think it's
Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you think a personal word is from general? I think it's guided because it's limited. They have a list and they cannot go beyond that list.
For me, it is control because it is copying. Just I don't know.
The brainstorming topics for words include
We have
everything comes from their minds through
fleeting words.
patterns with clues, control. So there's just one answer there. Possibly
There are clues.
Yeah. There's many of them, no? I mean, we expected some words. They are not coming from their production.
Yeah.
Say control. Formulators when tracing, students can also use their arms, hands, or body to form letters or words. For the first part, that's forming letters by tracing. But there's not like a rule, what letters they have to write, right? That could be
Control.
in a way.
But their own letters, the letters
think
provided by the teacher.
That's the difference, right?
But we don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. Could be guided, could be controlled. But free, no. I don't think so. No. But could be free too, depending on the
Yeah.
instruction. Yeah.
Sure. You
Fill in
can say
blanks.
choose your favorite letter.
Yeah.
Totally open them.
Filling in blanks.
Control or
Control. I wrote control. Filling in blanks. But
writing there is it's free.
free. Yeah.
It's one you can say is completing sentences with picture tools or sentence starters. Control things since they just have one chance to get the right word.
Yeah.
Responding to questions about a picture, a scene, or a text.